So this problem, find out the derivative function f of x equals to sine x using the first principle of differentiation, right? So the function is sine x. By using the first principle of differentiation, we could write down f of x is equals to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x, and of course here h, this is the definition of first principle of differentiation. So limit h tends to 0, f of x is sine x, so f of x plus h means sine of x plus h minus sine of x over h. Now if we plug in the value of h is equals to 0, so it will become infinity. We should not go for this direction. So what else we have to do? We have to simplify the equation. So this is 0. Now we can do one thing, that sine x plus h minus sine x, this is actually a trigonometric function. So we know the basic equation of trigonometry, that is sine a minus sine b. So let's write down here sine a minus sine b equals to 2 of cos a plus b over 2 dot sine a minus b over 2. So this is the equation, right? So here sine a means x plus h, b means x. So this is actually a and this is actually b. So the equation will be 2 of cos a means x plus h plus b means x over 2 dot sine a means x plus h minus x over 2, and here will be h. Now limit h tends to 0, so here will be 2 cos 2x plus h over 2, and sine this x cancel out, so this will be h by 2 and this will be h. Now limit h tends to 0, so here we could write down limit h tends to 0. Okay, so if we could write down sine h by 2 over this h here, and this 2 we could write down here. Which formula? We know a by b over c by d. Here c by d means h and here ab means 2. So we could write down in the following line that so this is, let's say, p and this is q. So we could write down p over q, right? And limit h tends to 0 cos 2x plus h over 2. Or maybe we could write down that x plus h by 2, same thing, right? Why I have written this part because trigonometry, we have a rule, limit theta tends to 0 and sine theta over theta is equals to 1. So we could write down here 1. Okay, let's use a different pen. So this is 1. So this whole value is 1, right? This is a basic trigonometric equation or trigonometric rule. And now limit h tends to 0. Now if we plug in the value of 0 instead h, so this term will be 0. And what we left? We left cos x. So cos of x is the final answer. So the function is f of x is equals to tan x. So by using first principle of differentiation, so f of x prime is equals to limit h tends to 0. So this is the definition of first principle of differentiation, f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Limit h tends to 0 and f of x plus h means tan x plus h minus tan of x over h. So limit h tends to 0. Here we could use the formula of tan a plus b. Tan a plus b is equals to, we could write down tan x plus tan h over 1 minus tan of x tan of h minus tan of x and h. So limit h tends to 0, and here what will be the LCM? So the LCM will be 1 minus tan of x tan of h, and here tan of x plus tan of h minus tan of x times the value of LCM, so 1 minus tan x and tan of h over h. Now what we can do here will be limit h tends to 0. Could write down, rearrange the equation like 1 minus tan of x tan of h, and here will be tan of x tan of h minus tan of x, and this minus will be plus, and tan square x dot tan h, pardon, this will be tan h, right? Okay, so limit h tends to 0. Here what you can write down, so here I think made a mistake, here should be plus, right? So this tan x cancel out, so here we could write down tan of h common term, so 1 plus tan square x over h 1 minus tan x and tan of h, right? And here what we can do, we can separate like limit h tends to 0, and we could separate this part, and also we could write down tends to 0. So 1 plus 10 square x 1 minus 10x and 10 of h. So as we know that limit theta tends to 0, tan theta tends to 0, limit theta tends to 0 and tan theta over theta is equals to 1. This is the basic rule of first principle of differentiation. So this will be 1, and here we plug in the value of h is equals to 0 in h. So 1 plus 10 square x and 1 minus 10x dot 0. So we could write down 1 plus 10 square x, and by the formula of trigonometry we know that sec square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1, or sec square theta is equals to 1 plus tan square theta. So we could write down here sec square theta. So this is the final answer.